Welcome to I Learned a Thing in the Bathroom from Dollar Shave Club, where we explain something very complicated in mere minutes to occupy your brain while you shave. In this edition, we'll be answering the question, will we ever discover new colors? As explained by someone who sounds smart because he's British.
Colours, as we experience them, are the portion of the electromagnetic spectrum that we can see with our puny human eyes. In simple terms, that's the 7 colours of the rainbow. And mixes of these colours, like brown, plus white, which is the whole spectrum mixed together at equal intensity, and black, which is actually an absence of colour.
And does everyone see just these colors?
Yes, although it's unclear if we've always seen them all. It's theorized that the ancient world didn't recognize the color blue, or at least had no names for it until the Egyptians started making blue dye. The color blue never appears in ancient Greek epic The Odyssey, and there are no references to blue in ancient Chinese stories, the Quran, or an ancient Hebrew version of the Bible. It seems like, for a long time, blue just kind of went unnoticed.
I can see how it would be easy to miss. You know, the sky. What about other animals?
Some animals can see wavelengths of light that are invisible to us. Bees, for example, can see ultraviolet, which is like looking at the world under a blacklight.
So you should always wash your sheets before inviting a bee home?
Yes. This is actually how bees find food, though. Some flowers have designs on their petals that are only visible under UV, which guide the bees directly to the pollen. At the other end of the spectrum, you have snakes and mosquitoes, who can see in infrared, which is essentially heat vision.
Neat. Are there other colors out there that we've somehow just not seen yet?
There was an experiment in 1983 that claimed to successfully allow subjects to see new colors, but this has since been largely debunked.
What were these new colors?
The 2 new colors were given the enticing names reddish green and yellowish blue. But what was exciting is that these are the 2 so-called impossible colors. The explanation is extremely technical, but it boils down to the fact that blue and yellow, and then red and green, are opposing colours. And were an object to somehow be both perfectly blue and yellow at the same time, or perfectly red and green at the same time, we wouldn't be able to perceive that colour.
My brain hurts.
As well it should, since this is normally more an abstract thought experiment than a real thing. Nevertheless, the subjects in the experiment reported seeing both reddish-green and yellowish-blue, bizarre new colours that even one noted painter found himself completely unable to describe. A later experiment, though, claimed that this was really just the brain getting confused and filling in the gaps, rather than anyone really seeing new colours.
Did anyone learn anything, useful from all this?
There are practical applications, to be sure. It's rumoured that Disney's Epcot Centre deliberately paved all its walkways that reddish-pink colour to tire out the receptor cells in the eye that register red. Once that happens, green, red's opposing colour, suddenly begins to pop. End result? The grass along the side of the walkways suddenly seems far more vivid than usual, making the whole place feel that much more magical.
I can't believe my eyes were lied to by Uncle Walt. Tune in next time for more I Learned a Thing in the Bathroom. And in the meantime, head to dollarshaveclub.com for more podcasts and a big old pile of grooming products.